Greetings, welcome to a Tuesday episode of ForgeCraft 2. It is a bright and sunny day here on the farm. So I logged in and I found out that I can fly. I don't know how this is working. My wee little chicken wings are flapping their dear hearts out. Yeah. So, first test I did, right? Watch this. Thought maybe it was a bug. No. At least I don't think it is. Unless these things, Traveler's Wings, have suddenly gone beyond high jump into actual flight. I only have, from the live stream I did last week, Perfect Dodge, Stealth, High Step, that gives night vision. That's just haste. Hotbar swap, it gives you extra tool slots, that's it. There is nothing in here that just gives water walking and high step. There's nothing in here that should let me fly, so it's not a bug in Morph. I don't think we've had Tinker's Construct updated. My next guess is that somebody has given me the gift of flight. I don't, as you can see, have any rings right here. Nothing on my toolbar should be able to grant me the power of flight. So the only thing I can think of is that my next thought was that it was something that somebody put here at the base. I believe there are rituals for blood magic that actually let you upgrade a certain chunk or a radius of chunks to be able to have either high jumping or even creative mode flight. Trouble is, I went 16 chunks that way, and it still works. So it is something that has been affecting directly me. Now, my first guess is Manalian. Manalian has been pursuing witchcraft very heavily, and I do know factually that Manalian has some tag locks from me, which means there's a distinct possibility that Manalian has actually been nice enough to grant me the actual ability of flight. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I don't know if... There we go. I don't know if you can grant somebody else creative mode flight. Through a tag lock? Is that a thing? You know, I'm not sure. So, I'm guessing. Let's get that. I'm going to kill this right here. It looks a little... Actually, I like that better that way. I'm gonna fill that in. I'm gonna fill that in. So, okay, first things first. What the heck is this? Well, we here on Coop Street, there's Coop Street right there running past the village, have asked a Mr. Damien Hazard, one of the co-authors or the co-creators, one of the development team members for the Immersive Engineering Development Group. Basically, he decided, since everybody was out at PAX this past weekend, most of the people that were normally on the server were off it. He decided he was going to start doing outposts around the server. Well, this is one that I request he build near my coop. At the behest of me, there is an arcane levitator right here. Whee! By the way, it's not this thing. This thing doesn't have that big a radius. Plus, I've gone, like I said, about 16 chunks away from this tower, and it was still, my mystery flight is still affecting me. So, yeah. We can build a little bit easier now, some of the higher stuff on the coop, which is nice. My chicken brethren are still dead set on escaping through this side of the fence. I'm not quite sure why. Feathers. Yes, thank you. So it's a little weird being able to cruise around. That's one of the new additions to the farm. There's the second one. And of course, Sice is over here. I did have a wee little piggy. but he seemed to have impaled himself on some cacti, so I had to move the cacti. That was going to be a concern anyway. Let's see. I'm going to put these... Actually, no. Whoops. Seed. Barley seeds. Cotton seeds. Industrial hemp seeds. All the seeds. Go, whoa, over here. So, things have been going very, very well. I did have a live stream I did last week that aired on Thursday, if you missed it. And that live stream let me accomplish various things, like I made some cool armor. I get night vision from one piece of armor. And this is funny. There's another piece of armor that lets me, when I sneak, I go invisible. And I can stay like this as long as I want to. There is no durability penalty in the armor, nothing. Which means that I can sneak around and perform various nefarious tasks. I believe that the way we have Journey Map configured on the server, if you are sneaking, you do not show up on other people's maps as a player, which means that I can actually use this to my advantage. Yeah. So, that's one weird thing. Another weird thing is, let's see. High jump, but this also, these have high step, but these boots also allow me to walk on water, so to speak. Now, that doesn't look like water walking. Let's go over here. The ocean, slightly deeper water, and basically, the way that it works, you see, even over the deeper depths, basically, I'm just kind of swimming around, doing my little chicken thing. This makes me buoyant, and I really do like this capability. It's very, very nice. Let's see, what else do we have? This gives night vision, and it lets me zoom if I want to. Let's go over here. All in all, I really do like this. Yeah, there we go. Let's zoom in. And then we press it again to zoom out. I do seem to have to hold down shift to make that happen, but whatever. But I really am impressed with this Tinker's Construct armor. I have a glove, which I've been imbuing with redstone, which gives it haste, which is very cool. The Traveler's Belt gives me an extra hotbar. If you look at the action bar right there under my health and stuff, I can swap back and forth. Now, anything that's on that bar does not count as active. So if I put my magnet on the second bar, it doesn't work unless I'm on that bar. So it's actually pretty balanced. Let's see. This is what I've worked on for the majority of over the weekend and last week. This is basically a tower of mana spreaders. I've got my hydrangeas, and I am almost 100% positive that I am full up on mana. More eggs and feathers, yes. Which means that I need to start considering using this to make some mana steel. Mana steel is going to be useful for various things. Let's just do this whole stack of iron. I can go get some more iron in a little bit. I'll put that in there. Can I do anything with this? No. Okay. I already have a mana tablet that's pretty much full. Let's charge up that mana tablet and see if we can get it. There we go. I think we're just going to top this thing off. The only problem I have with these is that there's no indication when they're full because the lightning doesn't always stop, or at least it doesn't stop immediately. I can see the mana level going up and down in the pool. I think all my spreaders and all my flowers were full, but this actual arrangement generates a frightening amount of mana. I'm very impressed with the amount of mana that it actually makes. I was going to go all the way up on this. Speak of the devil. Let's go over here and see. That is full. Yeah, see, it just keeps charging with lightning. I might make a second one of those. That might be a good idea, actually. Let's do mana manipulation, mana tablet. So a diamond or a pearl. Don't put it in your pocket, it might bend. And then some living rock. Let's get this. Go over here. Diamond. Can I come over here? There we go. And I'm going to make another one of these specifically because we've got so much mana that we are generating right now. I'm just going to charge this thing up. Take advantage of this generator of mana that we've actually got. And this is only 2 layers. Let's come over here. I'm going to avoid that for now. So here's the thing, right? There's basically 8 hydrangeas. And then a second layer underneath it. See, there's one there, but there's also one there. Floating hydrangea, floating hydrangea, floating hydrangea. So there's 16 hydrangeas here being fed by water. Now this is a 3x3 pool of water underneath here. It is a kind of a circular donut shape on the top, but this does work. The donut shape. So what I'm doing is I'm spacing out mana spreaders to make sure. Now this mana spreader will go all the way up to that top one. I've tested it to this one right here. It will reach from the bottom one all the way up to here. So I don't need these intervening 2. Why did I put them here? Well, it's because the shorter distance the beam has to travel, the quicker it will fire another beam. When this fires a beam of mana, it will not fire a second one until the first beam has landed, quote unquote, until it's been received. It won't have multiple beams of mana in the air, multiple pulses. So I put these 2 intervening ones to speed up the turnaround time of that energy being transmitted. There we go. There's a second mana tablet. And we have... Let's see. First, I'm going to switch that back. A little under half, but that will fill up by the time this episode is done. I am quite sure. Has Manelian said anything? No! Probably logged in and went AFK, wait for the login. Go get something to drink, some coffee, some tea, what have you. So yeah, first of all, I want to give a big shout out to, before I forget, I mentioned it, Mr. Damien Hazard, for building this really cool neighbor thing. Second thing, I actually have down here, let's see how far. Oh, there's a nice bridge here now. Ooh, the road is being expanded upon. That is Coop Street, and it goes over to Mysterious Age's house. Then this comes south down here. Nice bridge across. This was also done by Mysterious Ages. And that is Mr. TTFT Cuts Tower. Is this thing not magnificent? I really am impressed. He did this in the span of a week? Maybe less? And there is so much put in this building. There are so many different spaces and hidey holes. And he's got a whole secret floor that you can't access through the main elevator system. It's really cool. I'm just generally very impressed with it. So yeah. Oh, Slowfall. With that, I shall wish you all a very good day. So yeah, there you go. Oh, Mr. Benomatic snuck on at some point. Benomatic, Manalian, Alex Begged? I'd call him Alex B. And Atomic Blom, who is now leaving. Benomatic was blown up by a creeper. Okay, so yeah, I really want to thank. I've got TTFT Cuts as a neighbor. That way, over there. Got this wonderful creation by Mr. Damien Hazard over here. Mysterious Ages is right over there, not very far away. So I really do love having neighbors on the server. It makes it feel like it makes it feel more like a server. You do not feel like you're just on some single player server that happens to have a chat system hooked up to it, you know? And I like that. I'm a real big fan of that. I'm going to make some more of this stuff. It is very weird being able to fly. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Let's see. How is our mana coming along? Yep, it's trucking along. I'm actually going to put that away. Going to put that away for now. And let's go back into the main structure. I need to see if I need to catch you guys up on anything. Not much has really changed in here, I don't think. Oh, fourth floor. Magical goods, ding. I have over here, you'll be happy to know. Look at this. Crazy amounts of progress. When I started filming, it was still scrolling off updates on things I had scanned. Yeah. There is a couple. Wow, that is amazing, Vaygrim. There are a couple of really good guides on what to scan in what order for Thaumcraft to get the most efficient, to get the most number of things quickest. And I think it's really cool. The most number of aspects, the quickest. And guides like that help me really, really easily. I can just go scan a couple of things. I mean, a few things. It's like a couple of dozen things in a specific order. And then you've got almost everything you need. It's really cool. I've got all of this stuff. A couple of things in here I don't even recognize. You okay there, Benny? Needs some help. So yeah, I've got a ton of aspects. I'm going to start getting into some research and whatnot. I've already bought research expertise. I want to get... Ooh, I have research mastery now. Hey! Duplication, I'm not worried about right now. I did get the deconstruction table. I'm going to be using that. Advanced node tapping, I'm still missing, as you can see, one aspect. So I'm going to have to go through and figure out which one that is. I need to go scan some more things, but I'm going to worry about that later. As I said, I will be getting into some cursory Thaumcraft, some conveniences, but I'm not going to devote mass amounts of time to it. Let's see, what did I want to do today? It's raining. Let's go back up here. I think that was warp. We'll see. Which one of those? Yep. Forbidden knowledge, mostly harmless. That's what did it. Warp, flux, and all the bad things. Warp usually manifests as minor lapses in concentration, physical pain, or hallucinations. Yeah, so I think that's what that thumping noise was. I think that was actually some minor warp manifesting itself. Probably some very temporary warp. That's the other thing I have to be careful about. Warp is turned on that server, and I am not an expert in warp, so I do not want to do anything stupid. Let's see. Did I get my machines made again? I have to remember. Oh, I did. Extractor and a metal former. I don't need these things then. Woo. Boop. Boop. And a boop. So now what I can actually do is go to... Wait a minute. Do I have any rubber? I have an rubber tree. A rubber bar. Let's go get our... Yep. Give me all your stuff, guys. Thank you. I'm actually going to plant this guy right here. I'm going to get this. There we go. So what we can actually do now... Oh, that's one thing I probably should make a crook, huh? So I can actually get more... Because I have to make sure I get at least one more sapling out of this. There's one. Yeah, there we go. I got at least one more sapling out of it. And these things do have an exchange value. I think I have actually melted down one of those already. Now we go up here to the second floor, and we are going to get some more rubber. Can't remember if I put... Nope. But I do put the wood in, and that nets me a whole bunch of extra, which is always cool. Then I'm going to put that in. Put that in. And that will get us going. I want to... I'm going to leave that going. No big deal. It's okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a lot of really good progress has been made. I know this is mostly an update episode. Wanted to keep you guys abreast of what's going on. And honestly, there's probably going to be a lot of work off camera that is going to be... This might turn into more of an update as to what's going on and showing off projects than it is a, tutorial style or whatever. This is the one thing I love about hydrangeas. When it rains, they almost double the power output or something. It's great. Let's get this thing. There we go. Cool. One other thing that happened. The end and Vaygrim's Ender Bunker. I'm actually going to change back to full size, specifically because of how some of these teleportations in tight spaces worked. I have actually shown up inside this wall before, and when you only have 2 hearts, that's not a viable thing. So, I did make this so that I could have a place to hunt Endermen and get Ender Pearls. This is, do I have my... Let's see, I've scanned all of this. I think that was Superbia. That's something new. Okay, the Ender Dragon has not been defeated, so I'm going to get back under here. And put that right back there again. So I was using this to get Ender Pearls. And I was using a lot of the Ender Pearls for either creations, Ender IO type stuff, or using them for EMC. Another thing I was actually getting here is tons of experience, so I could get a lot of my stuff enchanted. And that's been a very, very cool thing. I now have a little teleport to the end and back. Now, basically, the way that was done is Damien Hazard actually has a book. He discovered where the fortress was, the Nether Fortress. The stronghold that goes to the Nether at the end. Wow, I'm getting all those things mixed up. He discovered where in the overworld the stronghold was that has a gateway to the end. He opened the gate, but took a book that went back to his base with him, as well as a spare book that went so that he could make it go to the end. So now he has a Mistcraft book that goes to the end and a book back. Well, what I did was I borrowed his book and then ventured off to my own little spot away from his entrance point. I hollowed out that little area directly under one of those pillars, and I've been using it as kind of a defensive point. The Ender Dragon can't really destroy those towers that easily when it flies around. So at most, if the Ender Dragon gets mad at me, I take a little bit of cursory damage when it gets into my area. That's about it, though. So yes, that has been my XP farm. That has actually been my Enderman head farm that I needed to make this and a whole bunch of this other stuff. It's been very, very useful. Did I leave anything in these? I don't think I did. So I've been using a lot of experience to make things that I could actually, in Enderman heads, so that I could make stuff in here. I had to bottle a lot of Enderman for a lot of things that I've been making in Ender.io. And yeah, it's been very, very cool. Next on my project list, I want to make some more progress with Botania that I can show off by next episode. But another thing, have I actually finally lost my creative flight? I think I have. Let's see. Yep. I think it's gone. Well, I'm going to mark that up to some kind of a bug that corrected itself when I changed dimensions. And I think that's it. This means that I still do want to actually get a flight ring of my own. I might go over to, I think T-Fox actually has a division sigil that's been activated that I could use. So yeah, might do that. I think that'd be very, very useful. Anyway, this is going to serve me. I'm going to put some more layers in this. I'm thinking I actually don't need to fill this up even remotely as much as I thought I would have to originally. So what I'm probably going to do is kill this glass, replace it just with grass blocks, and then probably where this top spreader is right here, all the way up is probably just going to be replaced with dirt blocks, except for, of course, one straight down shaft from this mana spreader to this mana spreader. I think I'll just cap it off and leave it that way so you see this mana spreader, but you can't actually get down to the rest of it once I get the rest of it in place. That's going to be a whole bunch more of floating hydro ranges and yada, 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 yada. Anyway, that is going to serve us very, very well for mana. We now have a steady supply of mana to work with. I've got 2 mana tablets. Wow, I pulled out the wrong thing. That have been filled up. There was a minor mishap building a cursed earth spawn chamber. It'll be all be fixed soon. What bug, Alex? So yeah, I'm thinking next what I actually want to work on. There's a lot of magical items. Let's get back to baubles and accessories. Oh gosh, Band of Aura. Slowly creates and stores mana into items contained in the wearer's inventory. So, Band of Mana could be very cool because basically it slowly generates a little bit of mana passively. The Mana Seer Monocle, handy accessory for those who require a thorough window into their mana bursts. Where their mana bursts are going, not only sees a rather fancy eyepiece, but also allows where to see nearby mana bursts, even if their line of sight towards them is blocked normally. Maybe? I don't know. Switching tools is a pain. Using the Ring of Correction is a great way to correct that. This way, when worn, the tool will always be, the right tool will always be the right one for the block being broken, be it a pickaxe or shovel. This only works with tools that can use mana. So with this, I can actually use a, let's say, a Mana Steel or a Terra Steel pickaxe, and it will always work for anything I need to break, be it dirt, wood, it'll work as an axe, everything else. And I really do think that's going to be an amazing thing. That's actually not that hard to do. Sojourner's Sash, I think. Movement speed increases. I don't need to worry about that right now. Ring of Magnetization. This is one thing that said, by turning a magnetizing lens into a wearable ring, one can use it to magnetize nearby items. So this is basically, I think, the replacement for my Ender.io item magnet. I do not think this thing requires mana. Mana lens. Oh, that's easy. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff like this that I want to start getting into between this episode and next. I might save it for next episode. Based upon what you guys say. If you want to see me do some more Botania stuff on camera, I will save it. I'll get all this stuff prepped so we can do it next episode. yeah, I also think that any other chickens over here that have things for me? Anybody? Anybody? Egg? This chicken is wearing a hat. That's what they're doing. Okay. I think our chicks have grown up already. I'm not sure. Whoa. A little bit of lag there. I'm not sure what's going on. Alex B. Nice goggles. Just visiting. I've been making progress with Botania and Thaumcraft. Slowly but surely. So yeah, I think we're making a lot of really good progress. What I'm going to strive to do is get some more stuff set up for Botania for next episode. I'm going to do more Thaumcraft research on off camera. If I run across anything interesting or unlock anything cool, I swear I'll record it and let you guys know. But yeah, otherwise, house is still a cave. Every cave can still be a home. I'm going to wrap things up here. I do have some ideas that I'm working on for next couple of episodes. Big projects, but I don't want to unveil them yet because I'm still gathering resources. Once I get to a point to where I'm pretty sure I can actually do them, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you in on the secret. Until then, I've got some things that I need to work on. I'll see you guys later. Have a great Tuesday. Bye-bye.